Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Uh, about this video, I will speak about mortgage. Uh, a brief discussion about the mortgage. What is mortgage? How to become a mortgage broker? And what is residential mortgage and what is commercial mortgage and a mortgage broker, what is qualification of that mortgage, and also about how the mortgage market work. Okay, so very beginning, what is mortgage? Mortgage is a one kind of loan against the property has given by a bank or building society or any financial institution about the money give loan to the client and secured on against the property. So it is one kind of loan, but it is secured against the value of the property. So now it is clear that it has given normally by the bank or building society or subprime bank and also by some financial institutions. Now, who are mortgage broker? Mortgage broker a person who between lender and also the customer or client or loan borrower, or you can say property buyer. So this is a broker, is a mortgage broker is a one kind of middleman, but she has a responsibility about these things like mortgage broker is also called mortgage advisor. That there is some of the rule, regulation, and compliance has to maintain when somebody taking the mortgage or any types of banking and financial transactions. So to become a mortgage broker, there is a need to be compliance level 4 minimum exam, and that is the exam of CMF and also CIFA. So, and also another also qualification normally provided by the insurance institute, some of the exams. Uh, so there is a various body who provide the exam on behalf of the FCA, Financial Conduct Authority. So mainly a majority give the exam on CMF and also a get number is CIFA and also many in insurance institute for the what is called insurance institute for the mortgage advice exam. About the CMF, which I am CMF qualified, there is a 3 exam and it is a very quite rigorous about the financial law, property law, and also how the insurance also there, and also about the uh, compliance, and also about the best advice, and also CAS, competent advisory status, and a lot of calculation about the tax system, about the property market, and these things. So is a very, very rigorous exam. CMAP, there is a part 1, level 1, then level 2, and level 3 exam is very tough with the example of the case studies, about the real practical case studies of the mortgage market. And I think so same tough exams is the CIFA, which is providing by the CIFA also providing that. Then CMAP, normally it was before named IFC, Institute of Financial Services, but now it is London Institute of Banking and Finance, LIBF. And LIBF is a part of the mm, Bank Institute, and they provide some other qualifications about the financial advice and also higher education, BSc and MSc in banking and finance. About the insurance institute, they have also very tough exams, and after all the exam, somebody qualified. But after the exam, someone cannot straightway advise. There need to be few months under the supervision of a qualified mortgage broker, and that qualified mortgage broker provide all these compliances, and the person who want to be cast status, or you can say competent advisory status, they need to work or supervision under a compliance person or a qualified mortgage broker few months, and then provide that this person is a competent in mortgage residential advice. But one thing here is important: the mortgage broker who provide the residential advice, they come a lot of this scrutiny and all of the competent advice and all of these rigorous tests and exams and everything. But about the commercial property or buy-to-let property is not that much exams or tests, but there even no need to be FCA approval. But nowadays, still some people registered with the FCA that they are broker in a commercial, and also need the ICA, the about this all this data information. And then there is a very famous organization in London and UK, NSCFB, for the commercial and the leasing and finances, called NSCFB. They also take some exams, and they have some very strict rules and conduct and all types of exams. So now it is that, and after that, someone has to apply to the FCA as a direct approved or by a network approved. Direct approve means that the person is responsible everything including the compliances and the via the network that is called AR, appointed representative of a network, and that is the compliances normally maintained by the principal, and what the appointed representative or AR doing, all things compliances and all things supervised by the network. So if anything happened, then the network will be answer this all those things. Uh, and to apply for this, again, a rigorous heavy test like has to be a clean of the credits of this person. There is no CCG or not any credits problems, or has to be a clear DBS, and this is passport and residence passport or British. Somebody then apply to the FCA, and then FCA approve or refuse. There is no other conditions. And about the commercial or leasing finance, many people going to the member of the NACFB. It is a very famous, all the commercial finance brokers association. So now it is clear that who are the mortgage broker and who are the commercial finance mortgage broker or the leasing finance mortgage broker. Also, many mortgage broker also the byproduct like the life insurance and mainly the life insurance or the uh, property protection insurance or any types of mortgage insurance or any also some of the knowledge about the pension these things. So some other things also mortgage broker learning about how to advise to the client. Then there is a question is here, the mortgage broker advise the best solution for a client. So many times best solution not the best, uh, every client is not the same situation. So a client will get the advice, the best solution, best advice for the client. That best advice may be not the same to other clients. So is advice is situation all the conditions and all this fact find or the information. Suppose a advice to the 25 years person and an advice to the 60 years old person is not the same, because 60th person is going to retire only within 5 years, but a 25 years a person is going to retire, it take about 35,000 years. So these two people's financial situation is not same, or financial planning is not same, or risk is not the same because of this age. And also somebody, if it is a family member and also a single member or a big family or a small family, so there is a many things has to be observed or getting a fact, real fact information, and after that all the assessment, a mortgage broker give the advice the best solution for that person, that this is the solutions that for he or she is suitable for these situations. So this is not just to give an advice or standard A to Z or within the rules. It is depends upon a huge information, and on that basis a broker best judgment, and then broker the most important that to get best deal. It is not that a broker get a deal, he has a or she has a good link with the high street banks, and they give a good commission and give to the client. No, this is the client to get a best deal. Best, it's not the broker's interest or the mortgage advisor's interest. It is the interest of the client. It is not the interest of the bank. It is the interest of the client that this client is getting a most suitable rate, terms, and condition. And on that basis, a mortgage broker has to give an advice that this is the best solution and this is most suitable for you. It's not that this is suitable for me, that I am a broker advisor and I will get more commission from that bank, and so I will advise to do the mortgage with that banks or the building societies. So this is very important to getting a fact find, getting a deep, and from there a best judgment by the mortgage advisor. Mortgage advisor is also liable so many risks. If mortgage advisor is doing a misleading or the bank or to the customer, then it is a punishable, and this punishable is quite rigorous. Maybe from 7 years to 14 years can get a jail with fine. So every mortgage broker is very cautious that if do a little mistake and doing anything knowingly misleading the customers or the bank, then the mortgage broker will be responsible, and mortgage broker will be penalized financially and also jailed. Now, about the lender, there are many kind of lender, but categorically, many lender is divided by three types of. One is called high street bank. The high street bank is the bank where there is a more banks branches in different high street like Barclays or Santander or the lowest TSB or NetWest. This is the topmost of the whole high street bank, where in various high streets they have branches all over the UK or few cities of the UK. Then also there is another kind of banks called the building society, and the building society also many are in the high street banks, and nowadays many also in office space. So they also provide a kind of mortgage and good rate or a good deal. And third kind of banks called subprime bank. Subprime bank, it is the word is subprime, not fully prime. It is the sometimes they take the risky mortgage or risky customers, like few customers has a maybe a few CCJ or financial problems. So in that case, the subprime bank take a high risk and arrange for the mortgage. Now let's come to the commercial mortgage. Commercial mortgage is many types of mortgage. Also, there is a mortgage which look like a short-term loan, bridging finance, a mezzanine finance, and also the property development finance, buy-to-let finance, portfolio finance, auction finance. So that is also a big wide market, and this is normally the deal about the commercial properties or auction properties or buy-to-let properties or commercial malls and also offices and all those things. So there is a two kind of properties the mortgage is arranging. One is a residential mortgage and one is a commercial mortgage. And in the commercial mortgage, there are so many things from petrol pump to shops or the corner shops or the restaurants or the industrial area or the warehouse. There are hundreds of types of mortgages has to, that is under the commercial mortgage. Now I come about the what is the properties, the stamp duty. This is a very this because now the government announced that this up to 500,000 pound there is no stamp duty for the first time buyer, but of course the stamp duty and other has to pay for the commercial property or buy to let property, or even a buyer if they buy the properties for the rented, that is this all has to pay the stamp duty, and stamp duty in a scale basis. So I'm not going to all explain about how much property is, how much stamp duty, but this is a simple that 500,000 up to the residential first time buyer has no stamp duty, but other cases. Now about the mortgage, there is a terms in different years. Some is 15 years. Normally a common is a 15 years to 20 years. Some even 30 years. And on that basis, there is a two types of mortgage. One is called only interest, and another is a capital interest. Only interest means the client every month pay an interest, but the capital of the bank or the loan of the bank remains same. So that is not paying, only paying a proportion of the agreed yearly interest rate, and on all the interest rate divided by the 12, and the customer or client pay every month. And another is called capital and interest. This is the very important. This money is paid the capital proportion of the origin capital and also interest. That is a one kind of calculation that on 20 years mortgage how much would be pay every month on capital investment, that the calculations, and someone has to pay every month. So I think today I will speak up to this, and then I will make another 4 or 5 video about the mortgage. Then if somebody will be easy and more careful. So I will make another video, and keep on, and please subscribe, like, share my video. I'm speaking very simple way about the complex things. I can make a chart or make a calculation and making a more complex things. I don't want. I just to make a simple way. I explain these things, and hopefully you will enjoy this what I was informing. If you have anything more question, you can write in the comment and I will reply. And please subscribe and also like. Then I will more video when making. You will get automatic the information. And thank you very much. And hope you okay.